Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in this world. I hope you are breathing calmly and feeling peaceful, because what you're about to hear may change the way you look at success forever. There's a kind of strength that doesn't roar, a power that doesn't parade, a greatness that doesn't crave attention. It's called silent mastery. And this, my friend, is the path of those who rise with discipline, not noise, who build in private, not for praise, who let results, not words, do the speaking. In our world today, everyone wants to be seen. People chase fame like air. They post every step, every meal, every emotion, believing that visibility equals value. Yet the truth is this: the more you talk about your plans, the less energy you have left to execute them. The more you expose your growth, the easier it becomes for distraction, envy, and doubt to creep in. The most powerful transformations happen unseen, like the caterpillar inside the cocoon, like bamboo growing its roots, like a monk refining his spirit in stillness. There was a time when I thought success needed an audience. I used to believe that the louder I was, the more people would recognize my worth. But life taught me something profound. Those who truly win rarely speak. Their silence is not emptiness, it is focus. Their calm is not weakness, it is control. Years ago, I attended a business conference where every participant tried to look important. One man entered with golden chains, sparkling shoes, and sunglasses indoors. His confidence seemed loud enough to fill the hall. He bragged about million-dollar deals, luxury flights, and important names. But minutes later, he leaned toward a colleague and whispered that he had forgotten his wallet and needed a coffee. You see, appearances are cheap. Authenticity is expensive. People who talk too much about their victories often do so because they have nothing solid behind the noise. In Africa, they say, the empty calabash makes the loudest sound. In China, we say, the loudest duck gets shot first. And in Shaolin temples, the masters say, the silent mind is the sharpest blade. True winners are not competing for attention. They are busy creating substance. Real success doesn't demand recognition. It commands it naturally. Just like perfume, you don't pour it on people. You simply wear it, and its scent speaks for itself. When your work is pure, you don't need applause. The world will sense your excellence. The loud ones are performing for validation, but the grounded ones are performing for mastery. And mastery requires silence, because every great act begins in solitude. Every invention, every discovery, every spiritual awakening. The danger of noise is that it invites distraction. When you announce your plans too early, you open the door to critics who haven't even earned the right to advise you. You invite doubt, comparison, and jealousy to feed on your motivation. Dreams are like newborns. They must be protected until they are strong enough to survive on their own. Many people lose their blessings because they expose them too soon. They shout, "I got a new job," before they've proven themselves. They post, "I found the love of my life," before they've built understanding. They brag, "I launched a business," before making a single sale. And when failure comes, as it often does in early stages, they retreat in shame. The truth is simple. If you celebrate before stability, you risk losing both joy and progress. In nature, even flowers bloom quietly. They don't announce their growth. They just rise toward the light until the world can't ignore them. Let's talk about what it really means to win in silence. It means choosing effort over ego. It means training when no one claps, studying when no one cares, and believing when no one sees. It's doing the work day after day, not because the world is watching, but because your soul demands it. When Shi Heng Yi teaches about inner balance, he reminds us that energy wasted on proving yourself to others is energy stolen from your own growth. Your task is not to impress, it's to evolve. The river does not shout as it flows, yet it carves valleys and shapes mountains. That's the quiet force you must become, persistent, unseen, unstoppable. Science supports this ancient wisdom. Psychologists have found that when you publicly declare your goals, your brain releases dopamine, the same pleasure chemical you get when you actually achieve them. You feel rewarded prematurely, satisfied before you've earned it. This false satisfaction kills momentum. You start talking instead of doing. But when you keep your goals to yourself, when you nurture them in silence, your mind stays hungry. You preserve the fire of desire until the work is truly done. Silence is not emptiness, it's strategy. Some people say, but if I don't share, no one will know my progress. Exactly. That's the point. Growth is not about being known. It's about being transformed. Let others wonder what you're doing. Let them underestimate you. Let them think you disappeared. Then one day, let your results speak louder than 1,000 posts. I have learned that the most powerful words a person can say are not "look at me," but "you'll see." When you win silently, you are free. You owe no explanations, no proof, no defense. You just become. Think of bamboo again. For 5 years, nothing happens above the soil. People mock it, think it's dead. But below the surface, its roots are spreading wide and deep, preparing for something magnificent. Then, in the 6th year, it shoots up 80 feet in 6 weeks. The world calls it an overnight success, but it was 5 years of unseen growth. Your life works the same way. What you build in private will one day rise so high that no one can ignore it. But if you dig it up every few weeks to show others, it will never grow. Even Jesus, after performing miracles, often said, "Tell no one." Real power needs no advertisement. The ocean doesn't announce its strength, it simply is. The sun doesn't remind the world it's shining, it just rises. The same must be true for you. You do not need to talk about what you're doing. You need to become so good that silence becomes your signature. A Shaolin monk once told his students, "If you speak before you master, your words become your enemy." Now you might ask, how can I apply this? The answer lies in 3 practices. First, avoid premature celebration. Do not declare victory at the beginning of the battle. Wait until the work is done, until the roots are deep, until the results are unshakable. Second, learn stealth mode. In the world of startups, it means working behind the scenes until the product is ready. In life, it means protecting your plans from energy thieves. People can't destroy what they don't know. Your silence is your armor. Third, cultivate inner validation. Most people shout about their achievements because they crave approval. But when you truly know your worth, you no longer need applause. You become your own cheerleader in private, whispering, "Keep going," when no one else does. When I trained in the temple, I learned that silence teaches things words never could. In silence, you hear your own mind. In silence, you meet your own shadow. And only when you conquer that shadow can you master the outer world. That's why those who live loudly often lose their balance quickly. Their focus is external. But those who live quietly anchor themselves in something deeper. When storms come, they bend but never break. Remember, not everyone clapping is clapping for you. Some celebrate because they expect you to fall. Others pretend to support you but secretly fear your growth. Protect your joy, protect your peace, protect your blessings by keeping them private. Not everyone deserves a front row seat to your journey. Some people only show up to record your struggles and disappear when you rise. When you finally succeed, speak with humility. Say, "I'm grateful," not "I told you so." Because pride is the fastest way back to the bottom. The higher you go, the softer you must speak. Even a whisper can echo from the mountaintop. The wise do not use success to prove others wrong. They use it to prove themselves right. The ego wants to announce. The soul wants to serve. Let your success inspire, not intimidate. Move like a storm cloud, silent but powerful. Move like a tiger in the grass, focused, invisible, ready. Move like bamboo, patient, humble, unstoppable. And one day when people finally notice your transformation, when they ask, "When did you become so strong, so calm, so successful?" You'll smile gently and say, "While you were watching others, I was working on myself." That is the secret of true strength. You do not need to announce the work. The results will announce themselves. You do not need to explain the vision. The manifestation will explain it for you. Work in silence, refine in silence, rise in silence, and let the noise of others fade in the background. So, my friend, as you leave this moment and return to your life, remember this. Your growth does not require validation, your journey does not require witnesses, and your purpose does not require applause. The seeds you plant in silence will one day bloom in a field of undeniable truth. Keep your heart steady, your words few, and your actions disciplined. The world does not need to hear your plan. It needs to feel your presence when it's done. Work in silence. Don't announce your plans. Don't chase applause. Build something so real, so pure, so powerful that when the world finally sees it, all they can say is, "How did this happen?" And you will smile, not with pride, but with peace, because you will know that greatness was never meant to shout. It was meant to whisper through your actions. And if this message has touched your heart, take a deep breath, sit for a moment in stillness, and remember, the quietest paths lead to the loudest destinations. Thank you for being here on Daily Path to Strength. If this wisdom inspired you, share it with someone who needs calm courage today. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more timeless lessons inspired by Shi Heng Yi. Until we meet again, stay disciplined, stay grounded, and keep walking your path in silence, in peace, in strength.